friends. Today we're going to read Druscilla's Halloween. So I'm going to share my screen. Druscilla's Halloween. Goodness, there's lots of pages before we get to the story, isn't there? Once upon a Halloween, a million spells ago, witches prepared for a spine-chilling night. They scooped out pumpkins and carved scary faces. They gulped potions that grew extra warts on their chin. While their cats practiced hissing, the witches honed their cackling skills with petrifying results. Last but not least, they moosed the hair on each cat's back so it stood up spikier than ever. In those days, witches sneaked silently on foot, spooking and spelling. So before they crept towards the townsfolk's homes, they practiced walking on tiptoe. All of them but ancient Druscilla, the ricketiest witch of all. She slumped on the floor of her mountaintop house, moaning as loudly as the wind in the trees. Woe is me, what shall I do? Druscilla wailed to the rafters. She slapped her knees and angrily stood up. Crack, snap. Druscilla covered her ears. Hush, you treacherous old knees. You're robbing me of the element of surprise. Creak, pop. She limped to the door and glared down at the town. Her cat Drizzle wound himself around her legs. I must think fast. I won't let noisy knees spoil my plans. Snap, crack, creak, pop. An ear-splitting hee-haw pierced the air. Druscilla grabbed her jack-o'-lantern and a rope. With eyes like steel, she said, Come now, Drizzle, I have an idea. Drizzle shambled out to the field. Her uproarious knees sent squirrels scurrying into the trees. Rabbits dove into their holes. Fireflies turned off their lights. Snap, crack, creak, pop. Druscilla's donkey rolled his eyes. Druscilla tied the rope around his neck. Carefully balancing her jack-o'-lantern, she pulled herself up onto the donkey's back. She cackled triumphantly. Come, Drizzle, we have work to do. Giddy up. The donkey didn't budge. Druscilla kicked her heels. Nothing. She kicked some more. He still didn't move. She squeezed her eyes shut, pinched her nose tightly, and forced herself to add, Please, but no luck. Okay, pal, you asked for it. She closed her eyes and chanted. Swiftly, silently, gallop, I say. Carry me quickly to town today. But the donkey was too stubborn to fall under Druscilla's spell. He brayed again and sat down. Drizzle leaped as the jack-o'-lantern rolled. Druscilla slid to the ground with a groan. Snap, crack, creak, pop. Druscilla struggled to her feet. The noises bent the blades of grass and echoed off the hills. But Druscilla smiled when she saw her wheelbarrow. With an oof that came all the way from her toes, she heaved herself and her jack-o'-lantern in. Drizzle settled on her lap. Druscilla closed her eyes and chanted, Swiftly, silently, wheelbarrow roll. Soon my spells will take their toll. The wheelbarrow rolled downhill, zigzagging wildly. Before Druscilla could chant a stopping spell, crash. Oh, there she goes. Spitting mad, Druscilla shook her fist at the town. Don't count me out. I have not yet begun to fright. Druscilla hobbled homeward. Snap, crack, creak, pop. When her chickens heard her coming, they shivered so hard their feathers fell off. The wind swirled them up around Druscilla. She smiled another witchy smile. Quickly, Druscilla took off her cape and filled it with feathers. Drizzle, we have work to do. Oh, looks like she's making some wings. Druscilla smeared her arm with paste. She patted feathers onto them until her arms were covered from shoulder to fingertip. Druscilla cackled and flapped her arms. She rose to the kitchen ceiling. Circling once, she kicked open the door and flew outside to try her wings. Her cries of success turned to tears when a dark cloud burst and rain soaked her chickeny wings. A downpour of feathers fell to the ground as the rain washed away the paste. Druscilla landed just in time. Oh, there she goes. Even if the wings had worked, there would have been no seat for you. But we can't give up now, she told Drizzle. Leftover feathers dotted the kitchen floor. Druscilla shook her head and picked up her broom. Just as she swept her first sweep, she thought an interesting thought. Druscilla closed her eyes and chanted, Eye of toad, tail of bat, a fine flat place to seat my cat. Handle thin, handle long, perfect to hang my pumpkin on. Blood of worms, wings of bees, a quiet flight for noisy knees, up and down, around the room. Get up and fly, you beautiful broom. The broom rose into the air. It hovered, waiting in front of Druscilla. Drizzle, it's time we were swept off our feet. Druscilla grabbed her imaginary backup jack-o'-lantern and hung it from the handle. She perched herself behind it. Drizzle leaped on and growled a happy growl. Before you could say whoosh, they whisked out of the door. The rest is history. Drusilla's silent ambush became a witchy legend. That long ago Halloween night, Druscilla successfully scared each child only as much as he or she wanted to be scared, just as she had planned. And at the next worldwide witch council, the witches took a vote. Tiptoe versus broomstick. Broomsticks won by a landslide. So she was the first witch to decide it was going to be a broom that was going to get her around. That's a good Halloween story, isn't it, friends? All right. I hope you have a great witchy day. Bye.